Speaking of old school guys, guess who was at the UFC last week? Murillo Bustamante. Oh, yes, he was cornering there. Jose Delano
tap twice. Yes, in a world title defense.
Made him tap twice.
Yeah,
he also fought 45 bit. He fought Tom Erickson for 45
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I thought Murillo beat Chuck Liddell, too, honestly, in that fight.
He might have, yeah.
Some of the
he was a bad motherfucker. He was really good boxing and insane jiu-jitsu, but really good boxing. One of the first guys from like that Carlson Gracie team, along with
good
Vitor.
Wrestler too. Like he had good takedowns. For a jiu-jitsu guy too.
But like that's my point. So he's at the UFC just cornering Jose Delano, and like no one knows who he is. And I'm like, yo, I need to give a lesson on this guy. Like he's one of my favorite fighters of all time. Yeah. But no one knows who he is.
That's crazy. He's a legend. But you know, there's so many people now. It's like time just goes on.
Yeah,
what a bunch of killers Carlson had back in the day, man.
Dude, I
was
really at his school in '96 when all that was going down. When right before Vitor got into the UFC.
Laborio, Carlo Barreto.
Yeah, Carlo was training there. Yeah. Sergio Cohen. He had a bunch of beasts, man, and we'd watch them all train together. Mario Sperry was telling us a story about how when he was just starting out in jiu-jitsu, he made his girlfriend sit there, and he just put her in triangle after triangle after triangle. Like she kept complaining. He was just
That's hysterical.
Watching TV, just practicing triangles on his girlfriend.
Hilarious. We were lucky we were talking last night about how fortunate we were to come up when we did, and like even back at Henzo's, and you had Henzo, and you had Hein coming through, you had Half coming through, you had Matt, you had Ricardo, you had Sean Alvarez, like we just had a ton of killers, and back then it was, I always joke about the tap out shit, but if you saw somebody in an airport in the '90s with a tap out shirt on, you were like, "Where you train?"
Right.
Then it went to like JC fucking Penny's, which is cool because it was
except Forever 21.
But it was pretty wild.
I had some tap out shirts. Everybody did.
Right.
Those guys were fun.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a weird time. That time of MMA. If you go back to like even when like you and I first met, it was like. What year was that?
2001 we met.
Crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Because you weren't a commentator yet, but
no.
But I fought Kelly Delonte, and you gave me a nice shout out.
I remember.
Like, we need more of that jungle jiu-jitsu like Matt Serra
when
did.
You tore that bicep.
And I'm like, oh! They showed that up. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that was 2001. Because I mailed you a shirt.
Yeah,
thank you.
Right.
And then you called the academy, and I'm like, oh, what's up? That was funny, man.
Nice.
It's crazy.
But jiu-jitsu was so physical then. Like it was a physical thing. Now it's so intellectual, and like these nerds think they own it.
Autistic kids got hold of jiu-jitsu.
And now they think they own it. And it's like, yo, what are you talking about?
They start talking about technique.
Yeah.
It's like they're talking chess moves.
Yeah.
If you don't know the name, it's like, you don't know that? It's like, dude, I know that's what's the when you're going for the they call it the K guard. I'm like, shit, man, I've been doing that since the 90s, man.
Right.
At first, I'm like, oh, what's the... They're like, you don't know the K-guard? I'm like, then they show it. I go, well, yeah, I just never called it the fucking K-guard.
Right. Yeah.
You know? But it's funny. You bring up Murillo Bustamante. We talked about Fabio Gugel. Back then, and I know Jiu-Jitsu evolved, but if you take those guys, you put them in the Abu Dhabi submission tournament, you put them in the BJJ, IBJJF, and you put them in an MMA fight, their Jiu-Jitsu's the same. It carries over to all...
Mm-hmm. And they may not win, but they're competitive, and they
have a well-rounded game
right?
that can have it across the board. Where somebody who's just used to scissoring or just used to the legs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
That can transfer over.
Here's what fucks my head up: if you, gun to my head, said to me, "Who do you think has the best jiu-jitsu in MMA right now?" my head would go. Charles Oliveira.
I was getting ready.
Charles
That would be
Oliveira.
that would be my first.
Islam Makhachev finished him on the ground. Yeah. So how can I say that? Right? So it fucks my head up because I'm like, if you think about like elite expressions of jiu-jitsu on the ground, like one of the most dangerous guys off his back, Oliveira. Yeah. Oliveira is so dangerous everywhere. If he gets on top of you, you're fucked. I mean, it was just that Max Holloway's defense is so tight and he's so tough that he didn't get finished.
Right.
A lot of dudes would have been out of there in that first round.
How crazy it was that he was able to just manhandle him and take him down. I mean, nobody took Max down like that.
He manhandled him. It was bananas. But I think Max is a guy that is like, he can fight at 45. I think it was really hard when he went up to 55 and then went down to 45. But at 45, in his prime, it was a perfect weight class for him. When Oliveira was fighting at 45, he was killing himself. Like he fought like he just was fatigued easier. But then when he went up to 55, then he became Charles Oliveira. You know, it was really all at 55 where he made his mark.
He tried that shit though with Ilya. He did try to take him down, and he tried.
Yeah, Ilya's
Ilya's
a different animal.
Yeah,
he's on another level
for sure.
He's on another level. He's
Super
like,
well-rounded, and people haven't really even seen that yet.
He's on a level where I can't wait for his next fights. Like when